It is great to be in Louisville today, especially as we celebrate the reopening of I-65 ahead of schedule. I want to thank Deputy Mayor Nicole George for being here at this celebration. I talked to Mayor Greenberg this morning. His leadership has been a big reason that we have been able to manage this shutdown, and I'm grateful for his work. I also want to thank the people of Louisville. This was not easy. It could have been a major disruption, but we saw the people of Louisville respond. We saw them adjust. And because of that, they are going to have a safer interstate through this downtown. And I want to thank Matt Bullock, our chief engineer for this area. As someone, yeah, we can clap for Matt. I think we have a lot of transportation cabinet here. As someone whose family called Louisville home for 15 years, I know the relief this news brings to Kentuckians across this city. This roadway connects so many important areas, and that's why Team Kentucky, Louisville, and our hardworking transportation and construction partners made this an urgent priority. And now, we're just hours away from having traffic flowing again, because tonight, at midnight, 4 of the 6 lanes closed for this project will open again. Now, we're still a little ways from completing the full infrastructure project, but the disruption of having I-65 fully closed is over. And I can promise you this, even though some work will extend into March of next year, we won't be shutting down this crucial roadway all the way back for this project again. This has always been an ambitious project. We announced it all the way back in 2023. And last August, we announced that construction on the $150 million project would soon begin to replace 3 crucial bridges. Over Kentucky and Brook Street, over Hill Street, a CXS rail line and Burnett Avenue, and over Bradley Avenue. This work is about more than pavement. It's about safer transportation for our families, about making sure everyone comes home safe at the end of the day, about everyone coming through our state having a safe experience, and by having everyone in the surrounding states say, man, Kentucky has the best roads and interstates in the country. It's about how Kentuckians get to work, school, or church, and how we continue to invest in this great city and its economy. Because we know this, our Commonwealth needs a strong Louisville. Over the 6+ years I've been governor, together, Louisville and the rest of this Commonwealth has more than doubled our previous investment record. Over $50 billion of private sector investment now flowing into Kentucky that used to go elsewhere. We've broken our job creation record with over 70,000 new jobs. And these aren't just any jobs, they are good jobs. Last year, our average wage for a new job in Kentucky was almost $30 an hour, and we surpassed $31 in January. We also just announced that 2025 was our best year ever for tourism, something Louisville plays a major role in, and that was a new record for the 4th straight year. Our economy is now global, as we've broken our all-time record for exports 3 years in a row, shipping $51.6 billion of Kentucky products all over the world. And we've been congratulated by the toughest of critics, as we've secured 3 credit upgrades, which says that Kentucky's economy is strong and on the upswing. All the work we've done has been paying off. Just weeks ago, I announced that we'd secured a budget surplus for the 7th straight year. We ended fiscal year 2026 with a $476 million surplus. That is over the expected amount. With this good news, we're closing the Medicaid gap and reversing the General Assembly's cuts. We're closing the gap and funding the costs of existing and new Michelle P. waiver slots. We're adding $4 million to senior meals and depositing over $400 million unexpected dollars to our rainy day fund. And my team has identified a source of funding that will restore $18 million to our road fund that will help after my executive order reducing the gas tax to save Kentuckians about $28 million when gas was the most expensive. All this news, this project, means we have a surging economy despite national headwinds, and Louisville is certainly proving that. In fact, just a couple weeks ago, we announced that Jefferson County was one of 3 Kentucky communities recognized as America's best counties in Site Selection's National Economic Development Ranking. Congratulations, Louisville. And that followed news from earlier this year that Louisville, Jefferson County was recognized in the top 10 metros in Site Selection magazine's Governor's Cup. And once again, Kentucky placed in the top 5 for the 7th straight year. And while 2026 has been, let's face it, chaotic and challenging, here in Kentucky we've kept the good news coming day after day. In fact, 2026 started with our best quarter ever for private sector investment, with over $4.4 billion of new investment announced. Over $3 billion has been finalized. Both are records. This is all great news for our economy. And even better, we're turning that good news into a better reality for our families. Because it doesn't have to be either or when it comes to our Kentucky economy and taking care of our families. From good jobs to health care and safe roads and bridges, Team Kentucky is delivering results that matter. The project we're celebrating today will strengthen this region and help us to continue this historic success. This interstate and the communities around it are so important to our Commonwealth and our country. The decision to close it fully for any length of time was a decision that was not made lightly. It was because it's so important to our people and our business. We knew we needed a fix and not a Band-Aid. When this project is complete, the people who live here will drive a safer, modern interstate, something they deserve. And businesses will see the very best when they come to look at Louisville. This is how we're showing the nation the way forward, where we know bridges aren't red or blue unless you paint them that way, and good jobs don't have an R or a D next to them. They're just a good opportunity for that family. I want to thank and congratulate Secretary Rebecca Goodman. I want to thank former Secretary Jim Gray. I want to thank everybody at our Transportation Cabinet, and thanks to Kiewit, our partner on this work. Let's thank them all. Let's continue to build the roads and bridges that bring us together and that make us stronger. And remember, life's short. Our job is to do good things and to be kind to each other. Next up, we've got Matt Bullock from our Transportation Cabinet.
Thank you, Governor. The economic growth here in Louisville and beyond is truly a key reason for the I-65 Central Corridor project, as well as to work to improve several other projects in our Jefferson County area: the Waterston Expressway, I-71, I-64, Main Street, other highways. Louisville, its residents and businesses need and deserve better roads and bridges. And Team Kentucky is here to make that happen. The effort over those last 2 months, seemed long to me anyway, to get folks back on the interstate with renewed bridges has been phenomenal. Crews have removed 140 previously existing girders and set around 70 steel beams. Installed more than 200 precast deck panels underneath where we're standing right now. An estimated 3,500 cubic yards of concrete has been demolished and loaded out. And just for statistics nerds out there, if you had a football field, that'd be about 2 feet deep of concrete over the entire football field. So it's a lot of stuff that's been taken out. The effort include hundreds of hours of behind-the-scenes planning, early foundation work underneath bridges, and the roughly 250 crew members with Kiewit and their subcontractors who've been working on site nonstop since the closure began. I want to thank Kiewit again, and all their subcontractors have done a phenomenal job to get to where we are today, and they'll continue to do that as we move forward. I also want to thank our state highway crews. While we had the shutdown, they did tremendous amount of work on the closed interstate, which of course, if we had to do that at any other time, would disrupt traffic. We've done sweeping of the shoulders. We've done some trimming of vegetation. We've done some pothole patching. We've done drain cleaning, sign replacement, the whole gamut of things that generally happen on the interstates, and they always, every time we do those things, has to disrupt traffic. And I want to thank our project team, We have WSP representatives here today, AECOM, Michael Baker International, part of the design team, as well as the construction inspection team have done a great job and will as we move forward. I also want to especially thank a couple of people a little closer to the fire. Our KYTC project manager, Natalie House-Lewis. She's been the driving force behind the success of this project. Yes. I also want to thank Erica Drury, who is our KYTC for the Transportation Cabinet Alternative Delivery Program Manager. She's helped shepherd the procurement and delivery method for this project to get where we are today. And again, as the governor has already done, I wanted to thank Secretary Rebecca Goodman, our current Transportation Secretary, as well as Jim Gray, who was our secretary when we kicked this off, and all has been very supportive, as well as State Highway Engineer James Ballinger. And also would like to thank FHWA, representatives up here, Sandrika Gavan, who is our division administrator, and for their support in the project as well. I can't name everybody that I need to thank because I'll leave some people out. But it's easy to say that there have been dozens of KYTC staff. Our comms team, Parsons, Mindy Peterson, has been key in getting the word out, and many other played crucial roles in this recent effort, and they'll continue to do so. As we keep saying, we have more work to do. So let's acknowledge all these people that I mentioned and others that I did mention. Also, we appreciate the media's help. We couldn't get the word out there as much as we've been able to without your all's help. We're aware of the impact these kinds of projects have, and we're very grateful for the public's patience and flexibility during construction. This is especially true for our outstanding partners at Louisville Metro, Trimark, Emergency Management, the hospitals, fairgrounds, and the airport. We value the assistance and communication that they have provided as well. You have and are helping us ensure these bridges will serve travelers for another 75 plus years and meet the need for improved sidewalks, modernized lighting, and more. So thank you all very much. Now that we have rebuilt enough of the deck and superstructure to carry 4 lanes of traffic, 2 in each direction, we want drivers to note that this 5-mile I-65 corridor is still a construction zone. There's still work to be done. 4 of the 6 lanes are reopening just after midnight tonight, so there will still be reduced interstate capacity. The speed limit, I think is important to note, will be 40 miles per hour just south of the CSX bridge to the north end of the project in the Spaghetti Junction. We're going to have barrels and barrier walls used to guide traffic. There's one section where traffic crosses over from one side of the interstate to the other, and those will have construction speed limit signs for 35. That's an advisory speed, not a regulatory enforceable speed. So the point there is to pay attention to the speed limit signs. It's very important. Some on and off ramps near the bridge construction sites will remain temporarily closed, and some local street and ramp closures will continue as work progresses. We'll share maps and details on the project website and, of course, with you guys, the media. This will protect workers while they finish up bridge work and keep drivers safe as well. Please continue to use caution as you travel through. I would also encourage drivers not stopping in Louisville, especially trucks, to continue using the signed detour, while local drivers should keep using real-time mapping apps for the best route to use, as they've done so far very well. And we will continue to work closely with our Waze partners, Trimark, and their Freeway Surface Patrol and emergency management teams. We said this when we started, and I'll say it again. Throughout construction, our goal is very simple. Keep Louisville moving safely and ensure the city remains open for business. As the governor already referenced, this is just one part of Team Kentucky's commitment to better interstate travel here and beyond. A total of 9 bridges are being replaced or rehabilitated as part of the I-65 Central Corridor project. Of course, these first 3 are the most critical and need of repairs. And so work will begin soon to work on 6 additional bridges, and I'll just list those really quickly. Jacob Street, Broadway, Gray Street, that's 1 bridge up here. Chestnut Street, Muhammad Ali Boulevard, and Brook Street, which is we call Hospital Curve Bridge. Floyd Street, Liberty Street, and the First Street Liberty Street on-ramp over Muhammad Ali Boulevard. We are still identifying the best approach to construct those and to maintain traffic. When complete, this project will mean more than just new steel beams and new concrete or blacktop. It will mean safer travel for everyone, stronger infrastructure, and a more reliable interstate system for people going to work, to school, or maybe even the doctor. So now we are going to hear from Deputy Mayor Nicole George. We're grateful for her partnership and the support of the entire Louisville Metro team. That includes emergency services, as I mentioned, Louisville DOT, Public Works, and all emergency responders and incident management personnel. They're very key to being successful in getting this closure and work as we move forward. As we continue this historic period of infrastructure investment across the city of Louisville, I'll turn it over to Nicole George.
Thank you and good morning. What a momentous occasion. As someone who uses I-65 regularly, I'm excited to celebrate the reopening of this critical corridor 3 days ahead of schedule, and the restoration of an important connection for residents, workers, visitors, and businesses across our region. I want to begin by recognizing the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet for its leadership and management of the project. Reopening ahead of schedule is a testament to the planners, engineers, contractors, construction crews who made it happen. Closing a major interstate through the heart of Louisville for 2 months was never going to be easy. KYTC deserves real credit for planning, coordination, and communication to help keep Louisville moving while this critical work was completed. This has been a true partnership between KYTC and Louisville Metro. And while this is a KYTC project, Louisville Metro's Department of Transportation worked closely with the state every day to help minimize impacts on local roads and neighborhoods. So I'd like to recognize our Department of Transportation and specifically our traffic engineering team. We know this project is going to deliver massive safety improvements and investments, but it didn't come without sacrifice. A 2-month interstate closure invariably impacted daily life for commuters, businesses, and neighborhoods. In particular, I want to recognize our neighbors in Old Louisville who experienced increased traffic, especially with heavy trucks. And we appreciate their advocacy and perseverance shown during this time. While the work on the corridor continues into the next year, today's reopening is a major milestone for Louisville. This project shows what can happen when state and local agencies work together with a shared commitment to safety, mobility, and investing in our infrastructure. I want to thank Governor Beshear, Matt Bullock, KYTC, Louisville Metro staff, and Louisville neighbors for making this a success and keeping us moving forward. Thank you.
All right. Once again, very grateful for all the partnerships that are represented here today. I want to again state that I talked to Mayor Greenberg this morning. He really wanted to be at the reopening, but he told me not to delay a single hour, minute, or day to get I-65 back reopened. Thank you to Louisville Metro government. Thank you to the Metro Council, everybody who chipped in to make this work. But you know, every week we in Team Kentucky Update have a Team Kentucky All-Star. That's got to be the people of Louisville. The way that they changed their patterns, made this project a reality. They contributed to their state in such a special way. And finally, I want to echo Matt's thanks to the media, first for helping to guide people, to get the information out to where this project wouldn't impact their lives more than it had to. But we've also now had 3 major weather systems move through in the last month. Thank you for keeping everyone weather aware. Because of that, we've kept as many people safe as possible. So while we still have folks up here, I'll take questions about this project, and then we can excuse them and you can ask me all the other stuff. Fair? All right, anything on I-65? Because I have no idea what else you'll ask me about.
So both segments, this is opening early, the on-ramps going south opened early, I think 2 days. What was critical to getting all those
Well, I think that what you see is a group that understood what this was doing to Louisvillians. That this was, and to folks traveling through. Always the idea was if you were going to do a full closure, you got to deliver for people. You got to have real urgency. If the people of Louisville are going to sacrifice, then you better work your tail off and as hard as you can do to get there. Obviously, Kiewit delivered and delivered early, and they deserve a lot of recognition for that. But I want to thank everybody who had a part for getting there.
Governor, can you assure the drivers that I-65 will not be shut down again on the next project?
Well, I can tell you as long as I'm governor, I-65 will not be fully shut down again.
What is your preferred plan for the next 6 bridges?
Well, you know, I want to make sure that we can address the challenges in those bridges, but at least give Louisvillians some breathing room. All right, I get that we've got a lot going on. I mean, I used to live in the Brownsboro River Road area and all of the massive construction that's gone on there. I used to drive I-65 and understand what's happened here. You know, I think that we're all trying to make up for lost time. We have the funding to do work that's needed to be done, and there's that impetus to go out and get as much of it done as quickly as possible. But we've got to know that people's lives are being impacted and make sure that we are planning accordingly, that we're understanding that sacrifice and that we're doing it in a way where people can continue to plan, continue to adapt, but that respects them as Louisvillians.
I have a question that may be good for Matt. South of the CSX bridge, are all of those lanes going to be open on both sides, or is it just going to be 2 lanes all the way from downtown to Water?
I'm going to have to rely on my project team. It's 2 lanes all the way through. Yeah.
Matt, do you have a timeline on when you think you'll know how the rest of the project will move forward?
No, not right now. We're still working with our consultant team and contracting team to find the best path forward. There's a lot of, I mean, it's amazing the amount of planning that went into where we are today, and the same amount of planning, if not even more, because of the constructability concerns and spacing and requirements and lanes and so forth. So we still have a little bit of work to do on that.
I feel for Matt. This is like one of those pharmaceutical commercials where I step up and give all the great news, and then he has 3 minutes of disclaimers. All right. Thank you all.